All us veterans paid a price for your freedoms that you enjoy, and some of them paid more than others. We veterans all had a job to do, some small, some big. Either way, they were extremely important. Like a gear or a cog, if you will, in a bigger machine called the military. This is what separates us veterans from the civilians in this world. That uniform, that award, that patch, and the history and memories that hang there in pride and honor gives us the courage to look into the mirror and into the eyes of everyone and know that we will earn their respect. It stands for friends, the people we love, soldiers, airmen, Marines, Navy and Coast Guard personnel, who have laid down their lives so that we could live ours, and for whom we would do the same. The uniform, awards, and that patch stands for honor, pride, and service to the greatest nation on earth. Alone, that uniform cannot lead, it cannot win wars, it cannot defend the freedoms, and it cannot watch our backs. All that weight means nothing without the person who wore it. And that is these veterans. We all have a calling to serve into something greater than ourselves. We all need something to be part of. It might be the Future Farmers Association. It might be Future Business Leaders of America, or even the Mud Racers Association. But for all of us veterans, it was the military. Ronald Reagan once said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction." We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and passed on for them to do the same. Or one day, we will spend the sunset of our years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States where people were free. I ask of you, we veterans ask of you, don't be that generation. There are 2 life lessons in one simple but important, fruitful task I want you to take away today. The first lesson is that nothing in this world is free, especially your freedom. That cell phone, the internet you use, the name brand clothes, the shoes you wear, or the car you drive all come with a price. That price is being paid by someone who has the freedom of choice to buy these things because of what these veterans have done for us. Your price might be chores around the house, volunteering within your community, or a job. Just think, there are kids your age and family members who are under a intolerant regime, who work for pennies a day, whose daily family meal is less than what you would eat in your cafeteria. And likely they live a very meager and humble life that make all those cell phones, clothing, and shoes you are wearing. The second lesson is respect. Respect is not only earned, but it's also a two-way street. We veterans might sit around and make fun of each other and what a particular branch of service you served in. But in the end, you have each other's backs. You see, when we joined the military wasn't so much concerned about our race, our religion, our sex, our national origin, or our political affiliation. It was more concerned that we worked cohesively as a unit or a team, that we learned to respect each other, and most importantly, that we have each other's backs. These 3 things ring true in every branch of the military, in every military around the world, and at any point in history. This is true with friends, family, first responders, law enforcement, and especially teachers. The simple but important task I ask of you is that before you talk back or say something sarcastic to your friends, family, and the like, remember to work together, respect each other, and most importantly, take care of each other. Because there's no guarantee that your freedom will remain free. But for the time being, thank these veterans for what they have stood for, what they have defended, and what freedoms you do have. After all, these are the heroes you read about between the pages of 434 and 671 of your history books. In closing, we veterans want to thank the teachers for pushing us to excel and able to pass the ASVAB test so we can join the military. We want to thank law enforcement and first responders for keeping us on the straight and narrow and safe. And most importantly, we'd like to thank the community for your loyal support and being the Americans worth defending for and fighting for. Thank you.